Good evening. The September 2023 meeting of the City of Scranton Zoning Hearing Board will now come to order. Will the Secretary please take roll?
Mr. McDermott?
Present.
Mr. D'Antona? Here. Mr. Walsh?
Here.
Mr. Morris?
Here.
Mr. Chairman?
Here. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. In accordance with the Pennsylvania State Sunshine Law, this board shall render its decision on each case either at the end of each hearing or within 45 days of the hearing. If you are to give testimony in the case, please come to the podium, raise your right hand, and wait to be sworn in. After being sworn in, state your name and address and proceed with your testimony. Also, anyone giving testimony who does not become a party to the case may obtain a written decision from the zoning office. I also have two announcements of law. If you are granted a variance or a special exception, you must wait 30 days from the date of our decision to obtain the necessary permits to start work. However, you may obtain a permit sooner by signing a waiver that any work done during the 30-day period is at your own risk. A favorable decision by this board shall expire 12 months from the date of said authorization in accordance with Section 111I of the zoning ordinance. If you fail to obtain the necessary permits or do not comply with any or all conditions of said authorization, you must seek an extension. Under remarks, we had one case canceled tonight, or they tabled it until the next hearing, and that's Gerald Smurl at 536 Orchard Street. So we have 3 cases on the agenda tonight. Any remarks from anyone? Can we have an attestment of the verification of postings? Okay. On the postings, I have a little bit of concern. We need to get our postings out earlier. They should be up a week beforehand. I know with the flood and everything that happened, you guys were probably tied up and stuff like that, but I had some concerns when I went around and looked at the properties that a lot of people just seen it Monday afternoon, the posting. So if we can get them out like a week ahead of time, it'd just be beneficial all the way around. Thanks.
Case number 1, Ronald Parasol seeks variance to convert 4-unit building to 6-unit building at 23133 Harrison Avenue, R2 zone.
Hello. I do. I'm Ron Parasol, I'm broker at Parasol Property Management and general contractor for 233 Harrison Avenue. I believe last month we met trying to get the parking spots in there and trying to add additional 2 units to the 3rd floor to make it economically feasible to do the major repairs that this house needs. As you know, going across that bridge, how dilapidated that place looks. So I talked to my architect and we came up with some drawings here. I just want to just pass it to you guys.
Please.
Thank you.
On the left side and right side of the house, there is a 15-foot wide by 10-foot deep deck. I know that on the one side, I could make a carrier beam in there and I could get one spot in there to get that extra ninth spot. Otherwise, it would, you see the barriers on the top and bottom of the parallel of the spots there? That's purely decorative. If I took that away, the ninth spot would go into the parking Schultz Court by 2 feet. So it's either I could go that route or I could go under the deck for that extra additional spot.
Well, we know you can't go in Schultz Court.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a dead-end street too, you know? It's like not the best.
I mean, they'll be towed away. So
Yeah.
we were looking at your parking here a little bit from the original drawing that
Yeah, I didn't go that specific in my original one. I didn't.
So you're looking for 6 units.
Yes.
So at this time period, that's 9 spots, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
So we actually come up with a different idea on your
Really?
parking. Yeah.
I'm all game. My architect was trying to figure out how to make it work.
Well, tell me you want your money back. So, and Sean, correct me if I'm wrong, on the original drawing, you have your cars parked on it.
Right.
And the problem you had was you didn't have
The
the
center
space in
alleyway.
between
Yeah.
that needed to be pulled in. So if you parked 7 cars on the one side, which will fit,
Okay.
and then you ran 2 cars
Parallel.
this way, facing the house,
That's what I told the architect. He's like, you
That'd be
can't
nice.
do it. I can't fit it. I don't know. That's
So,
what I thought as well.
I mean, and it's there, you know?
Beautiful.
So, I mean, that's, assume the board and everything is on board with that, then it'll work. You know, we don't want to stop
Who
progress.
went out there?
Well, we all go out. I mean, but we were just looking at your spot, you know, what you gave us
Excellent.
last
I
week wasn't
appreciate
going to
that.
work, so,
Thank you.
or last month, I should say.
Yeah,
Now
'cause
that-
the owner's got to put a lot of money into that place. That place
That-
is so bad over there.
That is condemned, right, that house?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Dan, are we correct on that with the buffers? Will he be okay?
I think there's enough room for the buffer and the alleyway entrance to fit what he has proposed here. The 8 for sure. The 9th one is a little shakier as to where he could put that. He's got it labeled at the end of the parking lot. And it looks like it probably would fit there. I'm not sure what's there, how close to the house that is. But as it's laid out here, he's got 8 spots, and even with the buffer moving it over, there's still enough for the alleyway entrance, the 12-foot wide aisle, to come in there.
I had one question too. In the front of the building, you have a large front porch. If I was to extend out on either side of the house, I'd extend out the footprint to the end of the porch and make it like an enclosed area for the first floor, for a bigger living room. Would I have to get a variance for that because it's outside the footprint?
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know. I should have did that before. Okay.
So, any
All
questions?
right. I'm going to know you guys very well.
It's already paid.
It's paved already. Yeah, it's paved back there. Anyone from the audience to give testimony on this case? Record show no.
Front setback.
Any questions?
I'll make a motion for a vote.
All right. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Hang on, we're not done.
Oh, could I do do I have to set up, if I do a variance for the front, do it all over again? Or can I have a continuance, have it ready for it?
Yeah, you'd have to
Proper
reapply,
paperwork.
talk to Mr. King. you
Okay,
know.
gotcha.
Make a motion for a vote.
Second. So who was the second?
Mr. Morris.
Mr. Morris.
Mr. McDermott?
Yes.
Mr. D'Antonio?
Yes.
Mr. Walsh?
Yes.
Mr. Morris?
Yes.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes, by a vote of 5-0, you've been approved. Good luck.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you. We'll see you again.
All right, take care.
Case number 2, Farber EFH LLC seeks special exception to reestablish 2-unit home at 612 Farber Court, R1A zone.
Yes. My name is Alex Itzkowitz. I live at 701 North Webster Avenue, and I'm the contractor that put in a permit for this. Apparently, there were tenants.
Alex, could you spell your last name, please?
ITZKOWITZ. This property had garbage on it, and the inspectors came out and they reopened the condemnation from 2005. The owners bought this in 2020 as a multi-family 2-unit. They were not, no, you know, they did a title search, there was nothing showing that it was condemned or anything like that. So now we went with NEIC, they went over what they want us to do, so we put in permits, and it got stopped because they said it's only a one-family. So we're seeking that we can remake it what it is. It has 2 separate front entrances, 2 separate back entrances, 2 gas, 2 electric, 2 water. And the owners actually also bought the property next to it from like the land sale as well. So,
Do you have any kind of parking diagram for us to look at?
so I have the overhead shot. Where 612 Farber Court is, and then they also own the rear of 617 as well. The same LLC owns both.
So that rear lot is vacant? It's a vacant lot?
It's a vacant lot that they're paying taxes on.
And is the owner, are they going to use that for parking?
Yes. That's what they were doing. They were using it for parking.
Is it a flat lot, or is it elevated, or?
It's a hill, because once you go off the alley to the right, up, the whole area is a hill. The house is up on a hill also.
Don, was this always a single home, or was it a double at one time, do you know?
I'm going to say if it has, does it have 2 addresses?
So the actual addresses on the property are 611 and 613 rear Prescott. But when for their taxes, it's 612 Farber Court. It's like when the tenants were getting mail, when they were doing leases, and when they took over the leases from when they bought it from the previous owner, it was all 611, 613 rear Prescott.
And is this a double or a duplex?
It's a double. I have a picture for you of the front of the house, if you guys want.
That's okay. We'll pass it around.
That would be proof that it was 2 before. If it was in fact a double before, then that would be proof that it was 2 before.
Yeah, we'll pass this over to you. See it?
Sorry, it's my first time here. Next time I'll bring 6 copies.
That's okay, we're fine.
Is that currently condemned?
They reopened a condemnation from 2005. Whatever,
So currently it is condemned?
yeah.
Okay.
This is the unit and that's the unit. That's what it looks like. Yeah, it looks like a double. From the picture, it does look like a double.
Yeah. Any more questions? Or?
Could you come up here?
Sure.
On this map, well, where's the house at?
The front door is facing Prescott. So here's the alley. You come up here, front door, and this is where people are parking.
Okay. So you're going to make this lot dedicated for this house?
Yes.
What's in front of it right now on the Prescott? Is it a vacant lot in front of it, or is it a large empty lot, or what's there?
In front of that house, it's the Prescott address?
Yeah, Prescott side. It's another home. The house in front of it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'd like to add a contingency onto this, that you'd be required to blacktop that parking lot
Okay,
instead of having just a mud driveway and stuff like that, and line it as well.
Okay.
All right?
so then the next, we would have to add that onto the permit that we put in?
No, just a requirement, you'll have to pull a permit with the city to do the work and everything, but it's just a requirement for this board here.
Just for
this-
3 spots.
For the 3 spots,
But yes, he could add it on to,
on this.
if he has an existing permit pending, he could add that work
Okay, yeah.
onto that permit.
That would be like the next step, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll make a motion with the condition.
Okay, so we're going to use the rear of 617, is that what it is for the parking?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, hang on a second.
I have the PIN number if you want for the,
So I'm a little confused here, but hang on, Dan. If 612 is the house we're looking at, right?
612 Farbrook Court, and this is...
And
this
why is the lot right next door to it, facing, and then the front of that is facing Prescott, if I'm not mistaken? Why is that an odd address, odd number address?
Because that one is a Prescott rear address.
So the house we're looking at is a rear address of Prescott, 612?
He said it was 611, 613 rear Prescott is the house we're looking at.
Right, but on the tax records,
But as
it's...
a tax record,
612 Barber Court.
it has a different address, yeah.
Okay. So the Prescott Avenue side of that is the odd side of the street that's in front of that house then? Am I correct?
Yes, there's a house, though, in
Okay.
front of it, yeah.
Okay. No, I'm just looking at the addresses there.
I'm pretty sure we all looked at the wrong house.
Yeah. Definitely did. So with that contingency, Dan?
If that's the lot, he's going to use that 609 Prescott.
And this lot is adjacent, this-
Don thinks it might be 609 instead of 617. It's on the 611 side,
Where am I looking at the wrong?
unless he's looking at the wrong, he's checking it now.
Oh, okay, there's a vacant lot, or there's room in the rear of that.
Okay.
Which would be
So that'd be rear 617.
15, 17.
Yep, okay. Yep, we're good.
My fault.
okay. So with that contingency, Dan, that you paved that area for 3 parking spots? And the lot that's adjacent to the property that, the house that's on?
Do we have a second on that motion?
Second.
On the motion, Mr. McDermott,
Yes.
Mr. D'Antona,
Yes.
Mr. Walsh,
Yes.
Mr. Morris.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes. By a vote of 5-0, you've been approved. Good luck with the project.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Case number 3, Ismail Batista seeks variance to convert 2-unit home to 4-unit home at 301-303 South 10th Street, R2 zone.
Yes. My name is Ismael Bautista. I am the property owner of 301-303 South 10th Ave. I was looking to change this, like he said, from a 2-unit to a 4-unit. To my understanding, the main concern was the parking. And this is a corner lot, and on the side of the, on Oxford Street, I currently have a parking there with which is 16 feet by 30 feet wide. But it currently has like a rock ledge. If needed, I was gonna remove that and pave that in so it could give that extra space. And then on the 10th Ave, I also have an alleyway, which is 11 feet by 59 feet, which I didn't know how it would work. I was told that no cars could be parked blocking each other. So I just wanted to know if, what could be done or if it could be at this point.
Just for clarity, your house is right on the corner there and has that small extended building, which my guess at one time was a small grocery store, which
Yes,
neighborhoods had back
correct.
then. I looked at the side of that building, I only seen one parking spot, like there's room there now for one. I don't see
On the rear?
on the side of the building, side facing the baseball fields.
That has like a downhill slope?
Yeah.
On that right there?
Yeah, your electric meters are on that side of the
Yes,
house.
correct.
Yep. I mean, I only seen room for one parking spot there, as it sits right now.
Because currently, when I go there, I park 2 vehicles on there, one going straight down and then one across. We just pulled in.
But that's what you can't do. Like, you can't block another car in, like we can.
But the other one, that's what I was saying, if I remove the rock wall, could put 2 and I'll still have space for the other one to come out. Because there's a 18 feet entrance there between the gate and the door and the property fence.
Go ahead.
You said it's 16 feet deep. It needs to be 18 feet deep.
The entrance to the property where the parking is at is 18.
Does that go to the street, to the sidewalk?
Yes, it's pulled in. When you come in this way, this is 18 from the wall that's there. It was on the,
So where does that go? From the house, we'll say up against the house where the meters are,
You got stairs there.
that 18 feet, does that go to the curb, the street, or the sidewalk, or?
there's 16 feet and a half from the wall where the meter's at to the gate where the fence is at. Right there, not blocking the walkway or anything. There's
But you need 18 feet.
18.
Yeah, plus you have a stairway there too, which is going to take away, it's going to diminish the amount of room you actually have, so that won't be acceptable for parking at that
Okay.
point.
You need 6 spots.
Correct.
I don't see it, just my opinion, not the board's, I don't see you getting 6 spots out of this property. Any questions, or? My new grandson.
You done?
Yeah, I'm done. Anybody have any questions?
Are you done with your testimony, sir?
Yes.
Okay. I'll make a motion to vote.
Second. On the motion, Mr. McDermott,
No.
Mr. D'Antona,
No.
Mr. Walsh,
No.
Mr. Morris. No. Mr. Chairman.
No. By a vote of 5-0, you've been denied your request. Thank you.
Thank you.
Meeting adjourned.